When people exaggerate, we automatically doubt whatever they say. As a result, it is difficult for them to win our confidence, because basically they are dishonest. Therefore, we need to be modest and honest in all that we say and do. To change from a person who is flighty and impatient to one who is settled. If we can remain calm, we will attain purity of mind. To change from a person who is arrogant and insolent to one who is courteous. There really is nothing to be arrogant about. If we accomplished something successfully, it was our responsibility to do so. If we did not, we should be corrected and told how to improve. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, who are enlightened beings, respect everyone and everything, as did Confucius and Mencius. Given that we are far behind them in attainment or understanding, we need to regard others with respect and courtesy, for these are natural virtues. To change from a person who is lazy to one who is diligent. Being lazy is a serious affliction, for the person will not succeed in anything. Instead, we would do well to be purposeful and energetic. One of Buddha Shakyamuni's students, Anuruddha, was known for his laziness. After being reproached by the Buddha, he resolved to go without rest for 7 days and nights. Due to his enthusiasm, he damaged his vision. The Buddha compassionately taught him the illuminating the diamond of delightful observation samadhi, a form of deep concentration that enabled him to see far better than before. Consequently, he was able to see one Buddha land, an area that is comprised of 1 billion galaxies. We also need to be inspired with enthusiasm and determination. Nothing is accomplished through laziness. Not only are we unable to succeed in our practice and learning of Buddhism, but we will also fail to accomplish anything in our daily lives. In ancient times or today, in the East or in the West, no one has become successful through laziness. Diligence is the good cause for Mahayana practitioners and Bodhisattvas. To change from a person who is cruel to one who is compassionate. To change from a person who is cowardly to one who is courageous. As being overly fearful is another serious fault, we can instead endeavour to be conscientious and resolute. Liao Fan admitted to having all of these faults. We would do well to be more like him and do everything we can to improve ourselves. Next, the Master taught Liao Fan several essential points for his cultivation. You need to cultivate virtue and tolerance, and to regard others with goodwill and compassion. You also need to care for your health and conserve your energy and spirit. First, Master Yungu encouraged Liao Fan to accumulate merits by avoiding all that was bad and embracing all that was good. This is our foundation for improvement in Buddhism and in worldly teachings. If we do not earnestly accumulate merits and virtues by avoiding evil and practicing goodness, how can we hope to be those who have thousands of dollars, or those who have accumulated enough merits and virtues for 100 generations? An entire country respected Confucius. The entire world respected Buddha Shakyamuni. The former accumulated great merits of the world. The latter accumulated great merits of the universe. Second, we can strive to be tolerant of others as we broaden our minds and hearts. If we do not, we will encounter more afflictions, and this will present further obstacles to our cultivation. We cultivate awakening, proper thoughts, and pure minds. If we cannot attain purity of mind, then we will not be awakened. This will result in deviated thoughts. Proper and great enlightened thoughts rely on the foundation of purity of mind. We accomplish this through tolerance. There is no need to be overly serious or to criticize everything. As we learn in the Diamond Sutra, all phenomena are illusory, like dreams, mirages, bubbles and shadows. Nothing is real. As the ancients said, all phenomena are as fleeting as clouds. There is nothing worthy of anger or dispute. There is no point in dwelling on things, for this will hinder our cultivation of purity of mind. There is every point in being gentle, loving and peaceful. Failing to be so was Liao Fan's biggest problem. We can strive to practice loving kindness and compassion for everyone and everything. The Buddha taught that these are non-discriminatory and are to be held equally for all. Confucius also taught of loving kindness, explaining, "The benevolent person has no enemies." If we cannot accept anything that is contrary to what we think, then we are neither kind nor compassionate. Conflict simply does not exist within the heart of loving kindness. This is also what is meant in Buddhism as great compassion, and is what we need to learn and practice to truly benefit ourselves. In the Pure Land Sutras, we read about one mind undisturbed. This state is unattainable if anything exists in opposition. To have opposition is to have a mind of differentiation. Master Huineng said, "Originally, our true mind contained nothing. If the mind still clings to even one wandering thought, then it is not the true, but an illusory mind." The pure and uncontaminated mind will not have opposing thoughts. When there are no more opposing thoughts, the true mind can be uncovered, purity of mind can arise, and we will attain one mind undisturbed. The states of one mind undisturbed and constant mindfulness of Buddha Amitabha begin from here. In constant mindfulness of Buddha Amitabha, initially the mind remembers the Buddha and does not forget. After prolonged cultivation, we ceaselessly contemplate the Buddha. If we have been chanting Amitofo for many years and have not yet reached the state of constant mindfulness, we need to determine where the problem lies and correct it. When we have eliminated our obstacles, we will be able to achieve this state and be assured of rebirth into the Pure Land. Regardless of our state of cultivation, we will know when we have achieved it. There is no need to ask others. When we are reborn into the Pure Land through the state of constant mindfulness, we will be reborn into the land where both sages and ordinary beings dwell together. With the state of one mind undisturbed in mindfulness, we will be reborn into the land where everything is temporary. With the state of one mind undisturbed in enlightenment, we will be reborn into the land of true reward. The level of attainment we achieve determines which land we will be reborn into. There are also different levels in the state of constant mindfulness. Thus, there are 9 levels of birth. People who are reborn into the higher 3 levels of birth are able to pass away whenever they wish. At that time, they can go without any illness and may be standing or seated. If they do not feel like leaving this world yet, they can stay longer. Everything can be achieved at will. People who are reborn into the middle 3 levels of birth are able to know a few months in advance when they are going to pass away.